Hey, it's Mike Kleanowitz coming to you from my home office today with another video about selling your home through divorce. And just want to talk to you about some common mistakes that people make, as well as just give you some piece of advice from an agent who's helped lots and lots of people sell their home through divorce, through all kinds of different divorce situations. Every divorce is unique. Sometimes people can communicate and can cooperate and can be amicable about things and not need attorneys involved. But I would say 90% of the ones that I deal with selling the house have attorneys involved, unfortunately, because the people are just so far apart that they just can't agree on anything. And that is like a recipe for disaster when you're getting ready to sell one of your largest financial assets. So I just want to give you some advice in case you find yourself going through a divorce or selling through divorce in the near future. I hope you don't have to because it really is a terrible experience. There's no other way to sugarcoat it. It just plain flat out sucks. But if you do a couple things that I'm going to, kind of point out in this video, you can alleviate some additional pain that you'll feel. It's like the more you fight, the more you argue, the more you bicker, the more money you lose. Your attorneys make more money, they talk with each other. Every time they send an email, they're charging you thousands of dollars. Fortunately, real estate agents don't get paid like that, so you won't be losing as much money as you lose with your attorneys that are involved in your transaction. But one of the mistakes I see is that people think, well, I'm paying all these money in attorney's fees, so I'm just going to try and sell it myself and save some money. Just don't do it. Just don't do it, because you're going to wind up running your mouth. And another mistake that people don't realize is a mistake until it's too late is the buyer somehow finds out that you're going through a divorce and you're selling your house. When they find that out, you can just go ahead and take $50,000 off your list price. That's just the way it works. Once a buyer finds out you're going through divorce and you're in a must sell situation or you're in a panic mode situation and you've basically lost all your leverage. So, it's important that when you're selling your house, you keep some of his stuff and you keep some of her stuff in the house, to stage it, to make it look like you're still together, to make it look like you're still living together. You don't want people walking through there and noticing, well, it's all her stuff. There's not a picture of him anywhere, but he's on the title. He's either dead or it's a divorce. So, it's probably a divorce because if he was dead, she'd still have pictures of him around. Um, don't make that mistake. These are little things that I give as extra suggestions when I meet with you to sell your house. But so don't try to do it on your own. Don't let the buyer find out that you're selling through divorce, whatever you do. I also am going to say don't follow your attorney's recommendation on a real estate agent to hire. And the reason I say that is because they have a really close relationship with that agent and they probably work on a whole bunch of deals together with divorces. And the whole idea for them is to get paid. And the whole idea for the agent is to get paid. And they all want to make a lot of money and they all want to make it fast. So what happens is, as much as you don't think it does, I'm telling you it does because I've been there and I've seen it. Attorneys run their mouths too. You got attorneys out there that, yes, they have a fiduciary relationship to their client, but they sometimes run their mouth and they will tell your entire financial situation, including how much you're willing to take when you sell your house to your agent. And if the agent found that out from the attorney, and now they know that information, and the agent says, to the buyer agent, oh well, I know they'll just take X for selling their house. Well, they know that because the attorney told them. See how they kind of like work together. Plus, if you take an agent from an attorney recommendation, it's either going to be her attorney or it's going to be his attorney. And then you're going to be like, well, he's on your side or he's on your side or she's on your side. So it just adds fuel to the fire. And a lot of people also make the mistake of hiring a real estate agent to maybe help them buy their house. You know, I'm going to say most of the time that's not the best course of option because you want to make sure you have an agent who knows how to work with people who are going through a divorce, and not all agents know how to work with people who are going through a divorce, you know, and you wind up, having somebody that knows you and knows your situation, which you want to keep private probably because it's embarrassing too. So, it's better to have a professional come in who you don't know, hire somebody, interview somebody, as much as you continue to fight with each other, interview somebody that you both feel good about, because this is a team effort here. It's going to take work from all parties involved, from her, from him, and from the agent, to keep this confidential and to keep this moving forward and to put as much money in your pocket as possible so you can pay your attorney's fees. So, don't lose more money than you have to. Let me see what else I have written down here. Um, and make sure, this is another thing. Make sure the agent that you work with cut you a deal, man. Going through a divorce is a terrible situation. It's a financial draining situation. It's an emotional draining situation. It's just an all out, you know, probably one of the biggest stresses you're going to have in your life next to somebody dying on you or whatever. Like, it's bad. It's bad. It's just like death, only they live. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that might even be worse, right? But the point is the agent helping you sell is probably also going to help you transition into the next property you're going to go into. So they're going to get paid on that. He might help both of you. He might help, or she might help you, with her side and with his side, So, either way, they should be able to cut you a deal on listing your house. I know I will. So if you want a deal and you want an agent who knows what they're doing, who knows how to work with people who are getting divorced, who's been through it. I've been in the business since 2005. I've sold over 1,000 homes. I got the proof is in the pudding, so to speak. And I've been there. I'll give you testimonials. I'll give you whatever you want. I'll give you, but I'll also give you a deal. I'll give you a fair and honest deal that a lot of other agents just won't because they're greedy and they want to make as much money as they can and just do it any way they can, as fast as they can, run their mouth, tell people you're getting divorced just to bring an offer in and just get paid. And that's not the way to do it. Not the way to do it. So you want somebody fair and honest, call me 410-236-3331. You'll be glad that you did. Talk to you later. God bless you. And go Ravens. Let's win this whole thing this year.